searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been looking for a boy who can treat me right. Your dark hair because I'm so bright.
Hello. Welcome back to Scheananigans. We've got my girl Kiki Monique here. She just had a birthday, so happy birthday. We're having a belated celebration in the studio this week. I haven't done a drinking and podcasting episode in so long. Honestly, I don't even know if I've done one since Summer was born. So I felt like this was a good occasion to do a drinking and podcasting, just bring it back. We've got the holidays, gonna drink a little and dish a little. Sound good?
It. Perfect day for me to take a car service.
Right. Well, as I mentioned on the podcast a couple weeks ago, I love espresso martinis. I have posted about espresso martinis. Everyone knows my love for espresso martinis, and I know we share that same love.
Yes.
Especially during the holidays. It's just, whether it's a rainy day or honestly when the sun is shining. At any time, any day of the year, I think espresso martinis are good. But during the holidays, they hit a little different.
Yeah, they hit a little different. But
Yeah.
I love them in the morning. I haven't had my coffee yet, so this is
Right?
perfect.
It's perfect.
Yes.
I could do them morning. I could do them lunchtime with my dinner or after dinner. It's not just an after dinner drink for me.
Yeah, no, I can do them during dinner, but I do love them after dinner because I like to keep going out. And
Yeah. Agreed. So in the spirit of the season, I thought we would put a little twist on it, a peppermint twist. That is, we have peppermint espresso martinis. So I've already made one. I thought it might be a little easier with the studio today, but I'm going to make mine as well.
I love this. This is like Scheana Shay is making me a drink. I've never had a cocktail made just by Scheana Shay. Because you were long gone from Sir by the time, by the time I got there. But I do love a holiday cocktail because, every season has a drink that is associated with it. And I'm not big into the fall drinks. I'll admit I'm not a pumpkin girl, right? And
Wait,
so,
you don't love a pumpkin spice latte?
I'm not a pumpkin girl.
Oh my gosh.
No. So for me, the winter drinks are I love a hot toddy. I definitely I'm loving an espresso martini. I've never had one with a peppermint twist, but I do love a candy cane. So how can I not love an espresso martini with some peppermint in it? It's going to be delicious.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. So, So fall, I'm okay on it, but winter, that is when I shine with all of my cocktails for sure.
Okay, so I have done 1 ounce of the Smirnoff peppermint vodka, 1 ounce coffee liqueur. If you like it a little sweeter, you can add simple syrup. I'm not adding that in mine. If you want to do an Irish cream or something, you can do that too. But I prefer my espresso martinis more on the dark side. Add some ice, shake it up, strain, top it with a few espresso beans, and we're good to go. So
It has to
shake.
be exactly 3 beans though, right? That's the rule?
Exactly 3 beans.
Okay, yeah. If you do any more or less. I love this. And I love this set. Gold, black and gold.
Good as
yes?
gold.
This is this is why I don't think I could ever be a bartender. I can't do that part.
Stopped by Starbucks this morning. I was like, can I get just 6 espresso beans to go with my double shot of espresso? And he was like, what? I'm like, no, 6 beans. He gives me a whole cup.
Yeah. I think he was like, either I'd have to count it out. I'm just going to scoop it. You're just going to get 60.
All right.
All right. Cheers. Yes.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That's a wake me up. I like that.
Ooh, we should do more drinking and podcasting.
Yeah, we should.
Delicious. The peppermint just adds the twist that you need. And I just want to mention Smirnoff Peppermint Twist Vodka is distilled from grain and 30% ABV. The Smirnoff Company is located in New York, New York. Remember, sip responsibly and don't share with people under 21. All right. So, how was your birthday? Tell me everything. What did you do?
I think I just went out for dinner and I did some day drinking. I actually had to work that day. I do reality checked on Radio Andy. So I had to work that morning. Then I went to do some day drinking at Barney's. I do love Barney's Beanery.
I love
it's my
Barney's.
favorite place. Yeah. And then just went to dinner. I had never been to Dantana's. I like to do iconic
What?
LA places. Yeah. And so I was like, I had not done Dantana's. So did it. Had an amazing chicken parm. And then I had to fly out the next day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you went to Virginia, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How was that? How was it being back home?
I mean, I only get to go home like maybe once or twice a year, so I love it. You know, when your parents get
Mhm.
older, you know, the whole thing. So I love it. I love just like reverting back to a kid. My dad just cooks me all my meals. I just watch Judge Judy with my mom. It's perfect.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've never been to Dantana's before.
I know. It's very old school Italian.
It is. I used to go there on Thursday nights with my old roommate. So she was dating Jesse Bradford, you know, from Bring It On.
Okay, yes.
Him, Ryan Phillippe, Brecken Meyer, like they had this boys group, and every Thursday they would do a boys dinner and then go out to the club.
Oh.
And so we were like, well, we're just going to do a girls dinner since we were only invited to the club part.
Yeah.
And so we started doing a broke girls dinner at Dantana's where we would like literally have one glass of wine and split a pasta.
Oh my
that
God.
place is a little
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah.
22, 23-year-old Scheana could
Yeah.
not afford the full entree. But those are my memories of Dantana's. And then we became friends with the maitre d'. His name was Christian. We got his phone number, so we like didn't have to get a reservation. He just knew when we were coming in to save us a little two-top. And it was iconic.
I love Scheana Hollywood Nights.
I had some good ones. And
Clearly.
honestly, sometimes I'm surprised at how much I remember from those years because I feel like there's also years of my life where I have no memories. And then when things like that, when you said Dantana's, it just sparked that, oh my God, Thursday nights. And then we would go to Goa. Where you weren't in LA then? No.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you ever hook up with Ryan Phillippe? Or he was already with Reese at that point, right?
He was single during the times that
Okay.
we were all hanging out.
Okay.
No, we
Okay.
we did not hook up. There was a sleepover,
Okay.
but we did not hook up.
Mm.
No, we were just friends.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, so Rose and Thorn of the year. Let's go there.
Oh God, my rose and thorn. You know, actually, it might have been the day after my birthday. I got to finally meet Harvey Levin and go to the TMZ office. And I know that sounds so.
It's so fun though to be there and to see it all.
Yes. I mean, like I grew up with TMZ. I mean,
Right.
30 Mile Zone was like how I was introduced to it. And so
Yeah.
just to like go there and then like meet him and get a hug from him. And he tells me how much he loves and appreciates me. I mean, I just,
Iconic.
as a reporter, you wait for that moment. So
Absolutely.
I think that was my rose. My thorn was probably, you know what? I had to pay off today my first moving violation. So,
Oh.
you know, got my first ticket. It
Yeah.
was a,
First ticket.
well, in LA.
Oh, okay.
And I was using my cell phone, but I wasn't driving while I was sitting at a light.
That's bullshit, you know, because you're like, I'm just adjusting my navigation. I'm at a red light.
Yeah.
I've had a cop pull up to me before and like flash the light or honk the whatever the loud horn thing is
Yeah.
that they do. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but they didn't pull me over.
Yeah,
I
you
got
got a
lucky.
warning.
But I'm like, I'm at a light.
I know. This guy was on a motorcycle. He literally had his camera going, pointed.
Mhm.
Even with my tinted windows, he was able to like get
Well, those
through.
are also illegal.
I know. I know. I was like, let me just pay the ticket because I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a legal tint.
Every time still to this day that I see a cop within any sort of close radius, I roll down my windows immediately because I've gotten one fix-it ticket for the tint
Really?
before. Yes. So, but I'm like, I have to have my windows tinted.
Yes. It's too, first of all, it's actually so bright here.
Yes.
It raises your inside of your car like by 20 degrees
Yeah.
if you don't have it.
I want to get an actual doctor's note from my eye doctor saying I have light sensitivity, which is not a lie, just to keep in my car. So if I ever get pulled over again for the tinted windows, I'm like, actually, here's my doctor's note.
Okay.
I don't know if that works or not. I
Oh.
heard somewhere on like TikTok
Might as
that
well
could
try.
work.
Oh, TikTok always tells
You
the
know?
truth.
But I'm like, it can't hurt. I actually have an eye doctor appointment today.
Okay.
I think I'm going to ask.
Do it.
I just test drove a new car and the windows obviously are not tinted yet.
Yeah.
And I was driving, I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm used to driving a car. I have my windshield tinted as well.
Me too.
Because it makes the other ones blend a little
Yeah.
better so it doesn't look as obvious. But it legitimately, it's too bright. It's
Yeah.
too sunny in LA to not have tinted
Yeah.
windows. Anyway, so on my way here, I was, I guess, a little late to it. I realized that I'm friends with a couple people from Southern Hospitality.
Okay.
And one of my friends had texted me and was like, oh, the trailer. And I was like, wait, I saw, I think TJ and Joe, I follow Grace and Maddie. And I remember seeing it, but I didn't watch it yet. So right when I parked today, I watched the Southern Hospitality trailer.
Okay.
Do you watch that show?
Oh, I love that show. I love TJ. Yeah. Brad. Yeah.
So what did you think of the trailer?
I watched it so long ago. I'm trying to remember, but I
It
felt
shows
like
Joe and Maddie like getting married or something.
which I think is a Bravo
Right.
tease. Yeah.
But I'm like, hold on, because TJ actually invited me on that Vegas trip, and it was the same time as I was going to be somewhere else out of town. It was literally the exact dates that I was like, shit, I actually cannot go those dates.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what did I miss?
What did happen exactly? I need to know what happened. And then I felt like I saw it seemed because I was surprised to see TJ and Joe were back friends again because after that whole thing.
But then he says he's in love with him.
Exactly. And I was like, what's that about?
Yeah. So I was just texting with Leva this morning actually about getting her back on the pod in the new year. I'm going to see if we can just give her a quick call and maybe she can spill some tea.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's see if she answers. She's in is it prank call or crank call?
I think
prank call.
Crank. Or is Cranky Anchors was the show.
We're just going to do drinking and podcasting. We'll just prank call everyone in my phone. Crank call.
Oh my gosh, yes. Or look up people's locations and then just show up there.
Right? I have so many. 65
Your
options.
call has been forwarded to voice.
Damn it.
Damn it, Leva. All right. Maybe she'll call us back.
Yeah, she's busy.
I'll keep my phone here handy. Okay. Let's take a quick break. Be right back. Well, the holiday season is already in full swing. And if you're like me, you've obviously been shopping for everyone on your list. And while you're out spending money, don't you want to be getting some of that cash back? Doesn't that just sound amazing? Like the gift that keeps giving, but you're giving it to yourself. So if you want to do that, then Rakuten is the best way to do that, to save lots of money this holiday season, because you can also stack holiday sales and deals on top of cash back to maximize your savings at over 3,500 stores. Stores are going to be at the highest cashback rates of the year, all the way up to 15% cash back at some of your favorite brands through this holiday season. So here's how it works. Your favorite stores, if you're like me, Walmart, Sephora, Chewy, PetSmart, the list goes on and on. But they pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on a part of that money to members via PayPal or check. You get cash back at hundreds of stores across every single category, like fashion, beauty, electronics, home essential, dining, travel, so much more. And Rakuten also finds you the best deals, sales, and coupons. They do all of the work searching for coupon codes to save you time and money. Plus, membership is free and it's easy to sign up. So join the 17 million members who are already saving. Start all of your holiday shopping at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving today. Your cash back really adds up. And isn't it great when you can get someone a gift they wouldn't necessarily get for themselves? Like a little bit of luxury that they don't know they're missing. For quality gifts at an affordable price, my go-to for the last 2 years has been Quince. Quince lets you treat your loved ones and yourself to everyday luxury at an affordable price. There's something everyone needs in their closet, in my opinion. Quince's iconic Mongolian cashmere sweaters is exactly that. And they start at only $50. Or if you're looking for a more year-round sort of gift, you can check out their 14-karat gold jewelry, Italian leather handbags, and European linen sheet sets. Whatever you're looking for, Quince has it. And all of their items are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. How do they do it, you might ask? Well, by partnering directly with top factories and cutting out the cost of the middleman, that passes the savings on to you. Quince is on the nice list this holiday season. Santa said so. They only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, and they use premium fabrics and finishes for that luxury feel in every piece. Summer has the softest sweaters that I am so sad she's going to grow out of. We've got to pass them on and keep them in the family because they feel so amazing. She's so cozy every time she wears them, and the cutest little matching sets that we got as well. So gift luxury this holiday season without the luxury price tag. Go to quince.com/honey for 365-day returns plus free shipping on your order. That's QUINCE.com/honey to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/honey. Anyways, moving on. So we haven't been able to talk VPR yet. You know, it's been an eventful month for Bravo fans. I mean, not only with Housewives and Southern Charm, but, you know, we have Vanderpump Rules being rebooted, season 12, new cast. Oh, wait, she's calling back. Hello.
Hi, girl. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I had to like tuck away in a room because my kid's homeschooling now, and he had like something on the TV. And
Oh,
goodness.
No worries. So I'm
Anywho.
doing a little podcast right now with my girl Kiki Monique, and we were just talking about the new seasons. Southern Charm, you know, is back, and then Southern Hospitality. Is it January 2nd?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
I should know that, or 5th or 4th. I don't know. It's up
Yeah,
next week.
I think that's what I saw. I was looking at TJ's post today, and I had watched the trailer, and it looks insane.
So chaotic.
So, I mean, I'm sure you can only say so much, but Maddie and Joe, that has to be a joke, right? There's no way they actually got married.
So I pride myself on this. Anytime someone asks me about Southern Hospitality, and I say nothing's fake. So there's nothing that's fake about this show. There's nothing that's fake about this show. Now, is there always more context to what you see? You all know that, yes.
Of course.
Nothing on this show is fake. So, you know, there was so much like steam in the beginning where people were like, oh, they're actors or this. No, these kids have like known each other forever. They're not actors and actresses. Half of them have known each other like in high school, and they have so much history, and they're really a hot mess.
We love a hot mess on Bravo, you know? We started it. You guys are continuing it.
Yes, you guys started it, and like literally and I think authentically we're able to, you know, I know you guys get a lot of flack, but I really genuinely think you're the most, like Vanderpump was the most authentic cast ever was, even though I know people are hard on like this person, that person, whatever.
Yeah.
Especially you. I don't think you've ever held anything back. And so I think that, you know, I pride myself in the fact that I don't think these kids hold back. I think they're too green.
Yeah.
To hold any, like they don't know.
No, that's the beauty about when you're in your 20s, you're on a show, and just something so fresh and beautiful about that. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, reality stars are now presidents. So like,
right?
There's no glass ceiling.
You can do it all. Kiki, do you have any questions for Leva while we have her?
I don't, but I guess I do want to know. I mean, TJ and Joe, I mean, it seems like there is like a little something happening there, or at least he professes his love or something to happening. Like,
yeah.
So that's one thing that's like, I think it'll be like a first time for Bravo, I think, to explore the complications of this group. And when the show started, you know, I said to them, it was hilarious because they were asking me about like the juxtaposition of our show to Vanderpump. And, you know, and I think they're very different things. They both have their own magic, and they're not, you know, this is a nightclub. It's not a restaurant, right? Very different world. And it's very like high liability, and people are really like drunk when they come in, and there's egos, and it's like, it's very intense, you know, working at a nightclub versus a restaurant, because I own both and I know the difference in the vibe. And it's also very like, everyone's always single and hot. And yes, restaurants do that too, but like nightclubs, it's just later, and it's just that sort of scene. And on top of that, this is a generation, which I find fascinating. They don't have to pick a lane. Like when I was young, it was like, oh, okay, I like girls, I like guys. I kissed a girl in college. Like it was never like love is love. That was the only thing you'd ever hear. Or a guy would be like, no, I've never, you know, like you'd never hear a guy say I kissed a guy in college. But like that was the thing girls would say. This generation, like every other day, I'm like, so, you know, how's that guy? And they're like, oh, I date girls now. Like I like this girl, or like I'm dating a guy and a girl. Like they are so uninhibited and don't have to define, like they genuinely live by love is love. So you cannot gauge like what's happening, nor is it like, I kind of love that they don't have to like proclaim it. There's no like coming out of the closet. It's just like, I love this person.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know what I mean? So it was so interesting to me, you know, just as a person talking to, you know, my team, being like, oh, you like I was dumbfounded. Like it works that way. Like you get to date a girl and then you date a guy and then you date a guy and a girl and then you date two girls. And like I didn't.
Love is love.
Yeah. So I think that, and then that gets complicated, right? Because you just never know. Like, you know, it was in my day and age, it was like, oh, it's fine. I'm going on a girls trip, boyfriend, no big deal. But now it's like, oh, I'm going on a girls trip doesn't mean anything. Like it could, you know, your boyfriend might not be happy about that or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just like, there's so many blurred lines. So I think this will be the first time you guys will really get to see like that sort of complication explored. You know what I mean? And how things can be, you know, how there's just like, there's a whole bunch of gray in there and there's no wrong and right, but it's fucking complicated. Like
I'm already turned on.
Right? I can't wait to watch.
I don't know. I can't even imagine. Like now I have to be like, you know, is it bad that I slept in the bed with a girl? Like, is it if I'm in a committed relationship? Like, does that, you know what I mean? I don't know. Cause like people have lines. Like I would not be okay with like my husband going on like a trip where there's a bunch of single girls and like I'm not there, right? But like if he's with a bunch of single guys, I'm not thinking like maybe something could happen. And I'm not saying that wouldn't necessarily in my case, but I'm saying like in their generation,
right?
It's fucking tricky. It's tricky.
Well,
and
hell yeah.
It's all sort of like this. They live in the gray, man, and it's kind of cool. And I feel like I get a kick out of it. Like me and my husband are always like, "Oh my god,
yeah."
Jaws on the floor. Like I would tell you guys, there was one day we were standing outside and one of the people, like there was a young man that worked for us and his name will not be mentioned, but we did not know, like, nor do we ask, obviously that's like an HR issue. We don't ask like, what kind do you go this way or that way? Or what are your like, you know, preferences?
Right.
But yeah, we were at the front door and this guy was trying to get in and the guy was like, dude, you know, there's a line or whatever. And then he goes, oh, you're going to act like you didn't know me when you were sucking my dick yesterday? And I was like, me and Lamar just looked at each other and was like, step to the side. Like,
okay.
New generation.
Wow.
I'm coming to Charleston.
Right? Let's do it.
Flight, yeah.
It's not a big deal for them, right? So it's like for us, we're just like gasp, right? Totally different generation.
Yeah.
And for them, it's just like, yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, as someone who lives in the gray, I cannot wait to watch the new season. Thank you for giving us a call back. And I can't wait to get into like full shenanigans with you. We'll definitely set a date in the new year.
Yes, I'll love that. I love that.
All right, babe. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. Bye. Oh, got some tea.
I'm excited because like the only porn I like is gay porn.
Really?
Male gay porn.
Okay.
So I'm into it.
I probably know some guys you've maybe seen in it. I'll give you their porn names after.
All right.
Someone I know from Vegas, someone I know from LA, and I'm like, oh.
Okay, let's see if they're in my,
right?
saved.
You're like, wait, I know
in
him.
My spank bank.
He's the one who banged the stepmom.
We should do that more. I would love to just go through your contact list and just call people because I'm sure you have so many people.
I do have so many. My contact list is lit.
I love that.
But we should do that more. We'll do a drinking and podcasting and a prank call.
I love it.
Okay, wait. As I was on the phone, I saw that Gretchen was texting me. Let's just call her too. Let's see what she's doing.
Hello.
Hi, love. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm here with my friend Kiki. We're just recording a little podcast, and I saw you texting me. I just wanted to call and say hi, see what you're up to. How's life?
Good. Where are you right now? Are you in New York or are you somewhere else?
No, I'm in LA.
Oh, you are?
I'm back. I've been all over the place. We were in New York, Palm Springs. Now I'm back in LA. Then I go to Hawaii.
Oh my gosh, you're just a traveling little queen.
Yes. How have you been?
I've been good. I've been really good. Just, doing life. And we just had our Thanksgiving weekend with our family. And it was lots of fun out in the middle of the desert, but it was lots of fun.
Love that. All right. So I've got 2 questions for you.
Okay. What's up?
What's it going to take to get you back on Real Housewives of Orange County? Or Beverly Hills, hot franchises. They do that.
You are so funny. You know what's funny? You and the rest of the world keep asking me this question.
So make our dreams come true, Gretchen.
Oh, really?
We need our queen back.
I love it. That's so funny. You know, listen, it's going to take a lot of money.
Okay. One,
come
money.
back.
Two,
Money. Show me the money. You know, like in, what's the movie?
Jerry Maguire.
There you
Show
go.
me
Jerry
the money. Yep, I feel you there. Would you want to replace any current cast members? Like if you're like, I'll do the show if Alexis is gone, for example. Not now.
That's a turkey. No, I mean, here's the thing. I think the show needs to be whatever it's going to be. I don't ever like sitting there saying like, oh, you know, would I replace this person or whatever? Because I just think that's just not how I talk.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, I mean, listen, you know, it was really hard for me back in the day when I was on there with Tamara because she was just so vicious and she just made up lies and manipulated things and did shit all the time. So, like, do I get excited about like, oh, yay, I want to go film with the person that like made up all these lies about me? No.
Right.
But
she's in therapy now.
well, yeah, that's going to be her whole storyline next season is, oh, I'm in therapy and I have autism and I'm trying to figure it out. So, you know, that's going to be her whole storyline next season.
But
Maybe
Gretchen, like, don't you think coming back, knowing the season that Tamara just had and knowing that people really want to see you kind of come back and you could kind of be on top, don't you think it would be kind of fun?
It would be
if
the perfect
two of you were
time.
together?
Listen to you guys. Well, so here's the thing. I think that everybody thinks that's what it will be. And everyone's like, oh, you could annihilate Tamara and call her out for all of her stuff and yada, yada. But I mean, look at how unwell that worked out for Alexis. You know, she thought she was going to come back and
Well, you're not Alexis. Please do not compare yourself to Alexis. What are your thoughts on her this season?
You know what? I'm just embarrassed for her, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's really sad that she had to come in so strong and, you know, be so intense. And like, I get defending your man because I had to do that for many years.
Yeah.
You know,
We've all done it.
Yeah, we've all done it. But like, there's a level of where it's just, you can defend your man, but there's a level where it was odd. Like, it was like, she was like,
Yeah.
I have, like, even just recently, she's like, we did forensic accounting. And I'm thinking to myself, you don't need to do forensic accounting on
Right?
your own accounting. Like,
She dropped
you
it on
don't have to
Thanksgiving
go-
Day.
I
Like, aren't you
know.
making a turkey lit, man?
Come on.
It's like, it's so sad because I'm like, babe, you don't have to do forensic accounting when it's your own bank account and you're just like going through and picking the, showing what was in your bank account. Like, I just feel bad that she doesn't understand it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's like, come on, girl. So I don't know. And, you know, I felt bad for Shannon. I just think it was too much. And I know how these shows work. They don't always show everything. And so
Mhm.
I know there's always two sides to everything, but you know, unfortunately, she just looked really bad. And there's like not one person out there that feels bad for her or, you know, is on her side. It's
Yeah.
kind of sad. So I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like there's actually 3 sides to every story. There's your side, my side, and then there's the screenshots.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And by the way, I always have the proof, receipts, and timelines.
Always. Receipts, proof, timeline,
Yes.
fucking everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if you know this, but I was the very first person to ever bring receipts to the reunion.
Oh.
Iconic.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yep. I was
Look
the
at
very
you.
first person ever. I started a trend.
You did. And now people print them out on
Yep.
paper.
On giant poster boards.
No, that's what I did. I legit had it printed out. That was like the very first thing I ever did.
Oh my God, I love that. Well, you definitely started a trend that continued through, I think it was part 3 of the OC reunion.
Yeah.
And you did that, Gretchen. You're a queen.
did
I
it.
love you.
I love you
Enjoy
too.
your time with your family and we'll hang
Thanks,
soon.
love. Okay, sounds good. Have a good day,
All right.
guys.
You too.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Well, that was fun.
I love Bravo Leb tea dropping sessions.
I know, right? Okay. I'm going to refresh our drinks a little. We're going to take another break and then we will be right back because I still have so much to talk to you about. Be right back. This episode of Scheananigans is brought to you by BetterHelp. Therapy. It's something I talk about often because it's something I've been in for a while and it definitely helps. It helps my mental health so much. It helps me communicate with my husband better. whether we are doing couples therapy or I'm in individual therapy, it definitely makes a difference. During the holidays, there are so many things that make me happy. I mean, just seeing the look on my daughter's face, maybe wrapping up in a blanket on my couch with a nice hot tea, watching a Christmas movie, but also therapy. Therapy, y'all, I cannot express how important it is. It has been life-changing for myself, for Brock. Therapy is a great way to bring yourself some comfort that never goes away, even when the season changes. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, I'm telling you, give BetterHelp a try. This was Brock's introduction into therapy. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, suited to your schedule. You just fill out a brief questionnaire and you get matched with the licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So find comfort this December with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/goodasgold today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/goodasgold. So this is our first Christmas in our new home, and I wanted it to be perfect. Obviously, I'm a perfectionist, but one thing that has made my living room with my Christmas decor perfect are all of the furniture pieces I've gotten from Wayfair. Wayfair has something for literally every part of your house, indoor, outdoor, you name it, they have it. I have something in every room of my house from Wayfair, whether it's art on the wall, these swivel chairs, a throw rug, art in my kitchen. There's something, literally my bed, everywhere in my house. I'm obsessed. So no matter your space or budget, it's like the holidays can be stressful, but Wayfair's got your back. You can find everything you need this holiday season for festive feasts, out-of-town guests, tree trimmings, gifting, all the things all in one place and always within your budget. Free and easy delivery, even on the big stuff. And if you need help, they will help you set it up. Set the scene for new holiday memories with Wayfair. Head to wayfair.com right now to get your home holiday ready. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. All right, well, that was fun. A little housewife tea, Southern hospitality. Back to Bravo News, VPR. How are you as a longtime watcher and Bravoholic feeling about the shakeup?
I hate it. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Like I hate it so much. Like I really felt like I just wanted to see. I know that shows don't last forever,
Right.
But one, you guys like had an Emmy nomination. I just felt like two Emmy nominations. So very successful show, and I just felt like even if we wanted to move on, I wanted to see a wrap up. A goodbye, a farewell. I wanted to have moments where it's like I cry, we go through the whole memory lane and like away, and I felt like we deserve that as followers. And so many new eyes came to Bravo, came to Vanderpump who had never watched before Scandival.
Right.
I just felt like they even deserve it because they're kind of like, wait, I need a wrap up. I just met these people. So that just would have been nice. And I'm not invested in these new people, and I don't have to be, but I if you were able to pass the torch, I could be more invested in them if you were allowed to sort of pass the torch.
Yeah, well, it will be interesting to see where season 12 goes. Are you going to watch it though?
I will hate watch anything. Of course I will hate watch it, and then maybe, I'll like it. Because look, when I started watching Southern Hospitality, I didn't know any of them either, right?
Exactly.
And it's like, but again, it was a whole new thing. And this is meant to be like an addition onto a thing that already existed. And that's why I feel some type of way.
Yeah. So I don't think they've announced who the cast is yet. I just know from still going to SUR, I'm still friends with Peter. I talk to him often. One of the girls who, I'm not going to say her name, who is one of my friends from the past 8 years. She is a SUR girly for, I think I met her in 2017 2017.
Oh, wow.
So she's been there for a while. And I do know that she filmed some stuff.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what? If I get to watch her journey, she is someone I tried to bring on the show the last several seasons that I was working at Circus. I'm like, she actually works here.
Yeah.
We're actually friends. I brought her on stage for Sex Tips when I did my show in Vegas. She was
Okay.
there with her then boyfriend. And so I'm like,
Hints.
I'm so excited to see her journey. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to watch for that. I just hope that when they do announce the cast that she is for sure one of those people, because I'm like, I've been trying for this for you and she deserves it.
And I can't, now you're making me realize, because over the years, obviously people were applying to SUR with the
Yeah.
intention of possibly getting on the show. And I have to imagine the influx
Right.
of, I don't know if you submit resumes to SUR,
You do,
headshots
actually.
or whatever.
Both.
Okay. Yeah.
Literally.
I would love to see the people that are like vying now. I mean, maybe they've already picked, but I'm sure they're still open
Yeah.
to like obviously having people.
I know. So, you know, I'm excited for them. This was such a great opportunity for us. It's opened so many doors. And whether it's successful or not, we won't know until it airs to see if the audience, you know, vibes with them. But just for them to at least have one season of an opportunity, I think it's really cool. So
It is cool. It's going to be really hard to fill your shoes. And that would be I would
Big
never want to
shoes
come
to
behind
fill.
a
Mhm.
cast like that. And also because the VPR base specifically has become so rabid, like the minute they start filming, people are going to be swarming that restaurant. And
Yeah.
it's just not, it's going to be a different experience. I remember watching the finales of your season, and in the background, you can just see people with their phones. And I was like, this is
Yes.
so annoying.
I know. But I'm excited
Yeah.
for this new chapter. You know, I feel like it was time for this chapter to end, as much as I felt like we did still have story to tell. It could keep going. We could wrap it up with a bow. But, you know, it feels right. So
And we're still going to hear more of your story.
totally. Yeah. I mean, you'll see Lala, Schwartz, Brock, and I on the Valley.
Mhm.
That's no secret. Deadline already put that out. So T. But I still feel like there could be like an ultimate, not even necessarily girls trip, but some sort of like Jersey Shore family vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Where maybe it is just a couple weeks, they get the gang back together. We go in a house, we go film a vacation. I mean, I doubt everyone would sign on for it, but I feel like there will still be opportunities for us to do something together.
I don't think Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip has to only apply to Real Housewives.
No, and I've heard that they're changing it up. I don't remember where I heard that from. I know I'm not making it up. Someone did tell me that. Maybe they made it up.
Okay.
But I heard that they're expanding it outside of just the Housewives franchise. So
That makes sense.
maybe we do, you know, a Vanderpump Rules family reunion like Jersey Shore.
Maybe we'll get to
family
see those
vacation.
NYC prep kids again. I wonder what they're up to, because they were a hot mess.
Right? No, it'd be so fun. I did see a fan post on Twitter this week asking if the goal of the VPR reboot is to keep the show at SUR, how many seasons can the new cast authentically work at the restaurant? Because once you get recognized, you know, working a shift, outside opportunities, take them elsewhere, etc. I feel like if the goal is to keep the show going versus following a group of friends, I think they need to stay working at the restaurant. You know, that's where with our group, it became impossible after so many seasons where we are getting recognized. We are getting other opportunities. People are starting podcasts, writing books, doing, you know, shows in Vegas that you never saw on the show, but like other opportunities. And so I think they can have a few seasons, you know, of that. But then where does it go once people are starting to come in and ask for photos? And it made it impossible to work a full shift because, for example, when I was working with servers who weren't on the show and I'm having to step away from my tables where we all pull tips, it got to the point where it was unfair to the other servers because I'm like, I was the last one, as we all know, still working there, season 8, the one and only OG. Yeah. And it wasn't fair to the other servers who are pulling tips with me, but I'm taking more photos than I am serving tables. And so there comes that time where...
And that's actually a fourth wall I would love to see too. The servers who aren't on the show, who have to support the ones that are. I would love to hear them talking shit.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I gotta say, I do miss the old days. Like, I never want to go back. You know, it's like going back to like Well, high school was great for me, but I never want to go back to junior high, say.
Yeah.
I don't want to actually go back to waiting tables at Sir. But those early seasons, those days when you had to work 5 shifts a week, sometimes doubles at Villa Blanca and Sir just to make ends meet, sneaking sangria in the back kitchen, like maybe stealing a fry off a plate, like those days.
I love it.
Those are the days.
Oh, and can I also tell everyone that you bought me a birthday gift, and one of the gifts you gave me is an original Sir tight black mini that I'm going to be
They're
shoving
stretchy, girl.
Wegovy into every part of my body because by next Halloween I'm going to be a fucking server.
Hell yes. I know that you have your museum of Bravo
Kiki's
and
Playhouse
certain
of oddities. Yes,
exactly. So I was like, what can I do for her birthday? So I threw in, obviously, a bottle of Smirnoff, but then I did some Viva Verano lashes that are now discontinued, so you can only get them from me. Literally, I'm the last one who has them. A Sir dress, a Bravo Pinot Grigio candle. I'm like, what could go good in this? But I want you to know that Sir dress is one of the original ones that I ever wore on the show.
Oh my God.
It's been washed and cleaned, but
it shouldn't be. Okay, it'd be more valuable if it wasn't. I'm gonna put it behind a frame. And
honestly, I just said that. I don't know if it is.
Okay, good. We're gonna say it's not.
No, it's not. It's been hanging in my Palm Springs closet as long as I've had that house.
Okay.
And so
I love it.
Happy
Thank
birthday. You're welcome. Okay, moving on to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Did you see that Heather Gay had written in her new book that Coach Shaw allegedly had a thing with Monica Garcia?
I did. I DM'd Monica about it.
Wait, you talked to Monica?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me about that.
I was just like, girl, have you given a statement on this? And she's like, I did. And she put in Us Weekly a statement about that. She basically denied it fully and said that Heather is only doing this to sell books.
Well, it's probably working. Good job, Heather.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it's hard to tell because could Monica have told these stories to Heather at some point because she was mad at Jen? Possibly. Could they have been lies at the time? Also possible. So I don't know.
Uh-huh. What are your thoughts on the new cast, Bronwyn and Brittany?
I love them. I had Bronwyn on Reality Checked and she's great.
Yeah.
I could not stand Brittany. But this last episode, I was like, okay, she's so unhinged. I actually need her to come back. Yes.
She is doing so much.
Yeah.
What about me? I'm like, bitch, I started that. Okay.
And she stands up. She stands up like she has an audience when she has to talk. I'm like, what are you doing? You're so crazy.
I'm like, did you watch season 11? Did you take a page out of Scheana's book and then one up? Because to stand up and make a statement and then to make the sweatshirts. I mean, mine was, what is my merch? How can I make this about me?
Yeah.
But hers is just like, what about me? I will say though, I saw her TikTok. Girl can fucking sing.
And her TikToks are what is also bringing people because she's doing well on social. So she's doing that. Yeah.
You know what? We love someone who's a little unhinged and she's giving.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I could not believe I was watching her sing Defying Gravity and Brock goes, wait, is that, he thought it was Cynthia Erivo. And I was like, no, this is Brittany.
Yeah.
What about me? And he was like, oh shit. I was like, damn, you go, girl. Okay, we got to wrap it up with our Jack's Hole of the day. So this is a new segment we are doing on Scheananigans. And this week, I think I got to give it to John Jansen and Alexis Bellino. For John, he went on this whole press tour to malign Shannon in order to prove he's a good guy. Fuck that. After, it's like he was also complaining about being in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So 1, you don't date a housewife if you want to be off the radar. And 2, you don't date a second housewife from the same franchise immediately after.
Yeah.
Jack's Hole. John Jansen, Jack's Hole. Say that 5 times fast, And for Alexis, I feel like she should have stayed out of all of this. She then posted the spreadsheet detailing the annual amounts that Johnny J spent on this relationship. She's not the right messenger here, And there were also no receipts, just these arbitrary numbers. I mean, I could write up random amounts on a piece of paper and say, Alexis owes me money. It means nothing. So show us receipts or show yourself out the door, Alexis. Your name doesn't rhyme with door, but it is. Anyway. Do you have a Jaxel personally?
I second that. I'm going to go with that for sure.
Okay. I think it was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Kiki, for getting into some post-birthday shenanigans with me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peppermint espresso martinis.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, y'all. Be sure to follow at The Talk of Shame if you're not already. Check out Reality Checked on Radio Andy every Monday. And we'll be back getting into more shenanigans next week. See ya.
Searching for this all my life.